Folks, we're continuing this project right here in front of the house. We got this tree out in our last episode. You can check it out. We showed the WorkSaver Grapple. In this episode, we're going to show this little New Holland Workmaster 25S using its backhoe to dig out this stump. Let's get started. I got the pedal all the way down in low range. This is as fast as the machine goes in low range. It will be interesting to see if that gives it more strength in that low range. I haven't tried to turn this seat around yet. That may not be. Oh, I see why the seat is leaning now. There's a bolt missing. So that's not necessarily a fault of the manufacturer. That's just something that needs to be fixed. I don't believe this backhoe has been used much. The rest of the tractors, it's been used quite a lot, but I don't believe the backhoe has very many hours on it. And I'm getting that from just looking at it. Get something really quick here. We have had utilities marked here around our property. There are none right here. And we can tell that logically too by given the location of the electric is on the far side of the house. All the natural or propane gas comes in over there too. So this is not a utility sensitive area here. I think I'm a little bit too far away. Controls work fine on the backhoe. I find the sticks a little bit long. I'm not used to seeing that much movement required. I have to move the sticks a long ways to get the operation to work. It's not a two functions at once type machine. It's kind of a one at a time. One thing I noticed that I like is that I can reach the tractor's gear shift from back here. I like to run the tractor in gear in low range when I'm actually using the hoe, and that keeps some resistance on the wheels, the front wheels and the back wheels. Helps me from sliding the tractor. But then if I want to move it by just using the bucket here and pulling, at that point I want it neutral. So it's nice to be able to reach that gear shift. Now I just want to remind you, none of these small tractor backhoes are really strong. And this one is no exception. In fact, it's not feeling very strong at all to me. I may have to run at a higher RPM to see if we can get a little more strength. I do have plenty of speed though, at least for a small tractor. I'm not lacking in flow. Okay, I'll try the boom. Usually on the other backhoes of this class, the bucket curl right there, that's the strongest function. I'm trying to see if I see that same thing here. This bucket appears, as far as I'm concerned, is too long. And what I mean the distance from the hinge point down to the teeth. and I think that loses us some curl strength there. Having said that, for a standard bucket, it's not very wide. I don't think it's as wide as a 12-inch bucket, which is standard on most machines. I should measure it, but it doesn't look to be that wide. So I think I'm losing some curl strength because of the length of the bucket. I do intend to do a hydraulic pressure test at some point. Have not done so yet. So it's operating in whatever pressure it was sent to us. I wouldn't know how to change it anyway, but it would be nice to know.
You moved it a little bit.
This stump is proving to be a little bit stubborn. Okay, I'm gonna have to move. I don't have that one out yet either, though. I've got to get that out. I'm running at 2,700 RPMs now. A lot more RPM. To see it, just to see if it shows any more strength or what we overall think about it. Whoa! Forgot to put the
bucket down.
Control still operates smoothly, so being able to operate smoothly at the higher RPM is a plus. I think it may have a little more strength too. Definitely operates faster. There we go. At this point, I begin to think about the possibility of adding a thumb. And that reminds me that additions and attachments like thumbs are going to be a little bit more difficult for these units that don't sell in quite as high a volume. I did not see a manufacturer option for a thumb on this unit, and the normal thumb providers that we look to for Deere and Kubota don't seem to have any specific option available either.
Your seat just fell down.
Okay, that was a lot bigger stump than I expected. I mean, there's a lot more to it. I suspect that tree's been trimmed and trimmed and trimmed for several years. It's probably been in here since the house was built in 98, 97, 98, something like that. Final thoughts on this backhoe. It performed very well with the higher RPMs. Some of the others that I've operated get more jerky. I thought this one handled pretty well at the higher RPMs, and I think they helped a lot. Gave it a lot more strength than what I was having in the first part. I do think this bucket is a little bit long in this direction, down to the teeth. I think that loses us some of that curl power, or I think there's another term for the curl. I'm sure you guys will correct me in the description. The controls, quite long. You feel like you have to move them a long ways, so that was a little bit odd. Other than that, this backhoe performs fine. I installed it or attached it and removed it a couple of times actually already. That works fine. It's essentially identical to the other units that I've used, so it's nothing unusual to say about that. It worked great. Like I say, we'll test the hydraulic pressure of this unit, hopefully, in a future episode. Get a lot of questions on whether we should grind out a stump or dig out a stump. We show you both ways. When I first got my tractor, I wanted to dig out every stump possible. And you can see right here, I mean, it's fun to dig out a stump, but you can see the disadvantage. Look at this big hole I've got. I've got all these roots to clean up. It causes kind of a mess. The positive, of course, is that stump is out of there. You know, a lot more stump taken out that way than would ever have been ground. The advantage of grinding is I can just not disturb the soil much, not disturb anything around, grind it, and it's quicker, it's cleaner. Probably from a customer standpoint, they're happier, unless they're wanting to do some, you know, major renovation, which they need the stump removed. So I also think that you get to a certain size stump. This size, it's still in question. You can do either way. You get to a big stump, it's really impractical to take out with a subcompact tractor. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. More coming up on Holly or Little Boy Blue. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim. Little Boy Blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow and the cow's in the corn. You know, I didn't have sheep. I didn't know where they were supposed to be, but we did have corn, and I knew the cow wasn't supposed to be in the corn. So when Mom would start telling that, I don't even remember. And I usually would get just about tuned in when she said something about the cow jumping over the moon. And at that point, I knew Mom had lost it. Just totally lost it. Didn't know what to do.
Farm kids.